Hello, my name is Shelby Granger, and today I'll be giving you a speech. I bet everybody here today, at one point at time in their life, they have thought about either giving up or simply did a task and it was just too hard for them and they just simply gave up in general. Everybody struggles with these things, at least I know that I have as a speaker. Whether we did or didn't accomplish these tasks or goals, we have all turned a phrase, can't never could, into a reality. In the past 2 years, I have withdrawn from classes, I have failed classes, and I have let setbacks have a huge drive within my life. I have also, in the past 2 years, completely changed my mindset, shaping me into who I am today. We have all at some point not put in as much effort as we wanted to when working towards something where our situation has simply reflected it. Instead of letting can't never could overpower your life, one thing that you can do instead is reach your utmost potential and do everything you can with all of your might. Today, I will tell you about two examples where not putting in effort towards something did more damage in the long run than good. And the best thing to do with that is hitting them head on. First, I will explain Aesop's fable, The Boy and the Needles, to demonstrate a boy changing his behaviors and it benefiting him in the end. Then, nextly, I will share a story of my own, however, more relatable to a college student's perspective, and how it was altered getting her to where she is speaking to you today. To start, let's focus on the Aesop's fable, The Boy and the Needles. Aesop's story of the boy and the needles is not a commonly known fable, so let me uncover how the story unfolds. As retold by the website Aesop's Fable, retrieved on February 2nd, 2025, Aesop tells of a boy whose hand was stung by a needle by touching it gently, and his mother tells him to grab it firmly instead of gently as he's crying. As the boy gets stung by the needle and runs home crying, his mother then says although the needle hurt him, he only grabbed it gently. The mother then says that is just why it stung him. The next time he grabbed the needle, he grabbed it firmly and it would be as soft as silk and not hurt him. As ironic as that sounds, when touching a needle, we think that it would hurt. So when somebody tells you to grab it firmly, it kind of confuses you. So to the boy, that didn't really make sense. The last thing the mother then tells the boy is to do it with all of your might. So, in summary, Aesop's fable with the boy and the needles shows us that in life, things may be hard, and we need to hit situations, goals, events, and tasks head on. Even though it might scare us, it'll be more beneficial in the end. Following the unfortunate tale, let's look at a more accessible example. When I graduated high school and started my first semester in college, unfortunately, my mother had passed away. Now, although many people go through setbacks affecting their work ethic towards their academics, for me, it was my mother's passing. Yet the biggest thing I fixated on was why me? I had no job to try anymore, and my poor efforts in my academics reflected severely. I withdrew from all but one of my classes, and then even that one class I did fail. I knew I needed a change, and I knew I needed a big change. The only outcome I gained from this was instead of letting setbacks drive my future, I realized that hardships have not faced but defined my they have not they have not faced They have not defined my limits but revealed my strengths. I had a changed mindset. Instead of blaming my hardships on my poor efforts in school, the only person to blame was myself. I knew I didn't need to run from my goals anymore, but I knew I needed to hit them head on, regardless of the fear that I had built up inside. Not trying in school due to setbacks only hurt me in the end, but hitting them head on and reaching my utmost potential, reaching all of my goals, it really did pay off. Here I am now, where I started a clean slate at a new community college, which is Sandhills. Instead of running from my ambitions, I learned to hit them head on. I am now making perfect grades. I've retrieved my dental assistant certificate. I applied to UNC Dental Hygiene. I worked as a volunteer at UNC Chapel Hill, and I completely did a full 360 of my life. My story is nowhere near the same level of physicalness as Aesop's fable, but more of a more mental approach. Yet both involve the same shift of perspective. As explained in Aesop's fable and my personal experience, do things with all your might instead of poor efforts. In the end, it will only harm or benefit you. Your setbacks don't define your limits, but instead they reveal your strengths. I want to share a Bible verse with you. It is Ecclesiastes 9 through 10. Whatever you do, do it with all of your might and never give up. In the end, as long as you give something your all, that is all that matters. It is better to leave something knowing you tried your best than not at all. Thank you.